What up, everybody? Just finished watching Dead Silence from the good old days of 2007. I remember being a kid and remember seeing this at Blockbuster on the shelf. Never rented it. Never watched it when I was a kid. A couple of months back, I saw something about it online and it just rang a bell. I was like, I gotta check this out. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, but I'm gonna check this out. I watched maybe 10 minutes of the movie. The movie wasn't boring or anything, but I just got home from work and I was tired and I fell asleep. And then I never went back and rewatched it. So I asked my buddy tonight if he wanted to watch it, and we did. And it is made by James Wan, the guy that made Insidious, the new movie that just came out, Night Swim, which I haven't seen yet. He made Conjuring. Most importantly, he made the very first Saw movie. I'm always like 50-50 on his movies. I really liked Insidious. I actually found that movie to be a bit creepy. I really liked the storyline. I didn't care for The Conjuring that much. I didn't care for that franchise that much. Definitely a huge Saw fan. Even though he didn't make all of the movies, he did make the very first one. So hats off to you. And yeah, I think he's a good producer. I think he's good at jump scares. I think when he really wants to try and not make something stupid, he can. Night Swim looks a bit ridiculous, but overall, I'm very impressed with his catalog. And I was curious, even though this movie was older, I was really excited to watch it because I'm a huge sucker. Not really Annabelle shit, but I really like a good ventriloquist story. Before I even start the review, I mean, I grew up on Goosebumps. Obviously, I don't know if this takes a lot of inspiration from it, but it really fucking seems like it does. Kind of comparing the two. But like when I was watching Goosebumps as a kid, when that came out in the 90s, obviously Slappy was the doll. He was like one of the main villains. And it's the same thing. A coffin shows up, somebody opens it, and they get possessed. Obviously, they don't get killed like they do in this movie in Goosebumps, but it's kind of the same thing. And then you have, them going to the show and the dummy making fun of them and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of similarities. Caught a really cool jigsaw Easter egg at the end of the movie. There's like a little jigsaw puppet. But to start the review of the movie, sorry for that long rant. There's just so much similarities and I couldn't look past it. It didn't ruin the movie for me though. I had a good time with it. It was a fun watch. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but it's definitely one of my more I'd rather watch this again than watch The Conjuring. I did not care for that movie. This movie I can have fun with. Starting off the positives, there's some just amazing cinematography. The very first shot of this movie and how it leads into the title sequence is so masterfully done. I thought it was going to be like a one and done kind of thing. I didn't expect a lot of good cinematography in a horror movie like this, but I was fucking wrong. The cinematography in this is better than the acting. The cinematography gets an A+. It has that blue tint to it, kind of like the movie Heat with Al Pacino, and it has just that old, grainy 2007 feel and vibe to it, which I really enjoy when it's done properly, and it was done masterfully here. There's just a lot of shots that I really, really enjoyed. Sometimes there's it feels like it's a helicopter, getting a landscape of the city, and it starts zooming down, and it's a bit blurry because it's a bit of an older movie. But once it goes down to the road, it kind of the camera transforms into the car. It's really cool how they do it. It's kind of hard to explain. It sounds stupid, but the cinematography was amazing. I thought the dolls were very creepy. Dolls, ventriloquist dummies, compared to an Annabelle doll. The ventriloquist dummies freak me out way more. They just do. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the mouth. But, yeah, the clown at the end is really creepy. There's actually a lot of good, scary aspects of this movie. A couple of times I was just, ooh. I was surprised. I thought I was going to be, pretty tame, but there is some really good jump scares. There's a couple of ones that didn't get me, and I'm kind of hard to get with the jump scares. I'm kind of picky with them, but this movie did have some bad ones, but they also have some good ones. So that's better than having all bad ones. The acting isn't terrible, but it could have been a lot better. Like, we spend majority of the movie, this dude's wife dies when he comes home. He gets framed for the murder. Well, at the beginning, they think it's him. And then, I don't know. I just didn't really feel any emotion. I wouldn't say the actor was terrible. I did somewhat care about him, but, like, I just think that the actor, he didn't even shed a fucking tear. His wife fucking died. No emotion whatsoever. And I think if they had just more of a versatile actor, I think it would have fucking hammered this movie for me, like, just home. Because everything other than the acting I like, cinematography, the score, like I said, the jump scares, just the setup of the movie. Like, it's a lot of build up. There's not a lot of kills. The dummy isn't in it as much as you want to, but when you see him, it's very satisfying. It's a lot of build up, and it's very interesting. It's very well done. It doesn't take itself too seriously. There is some cheesy moments where they're having fun, and I really, really love the score here. I think it's something really unique and special. It kind of sounds like the Halloween theme song in a way, but I still really like it. And like I said, if there was an actor that could just hammer that emotion home, because this guy tried, but I think some of the lines he was given was just not good to work with. And I don't know, he did the best he could, but at the same time, he could at least shed like one or two tears. But if they had another actor and like hammered this home with the emotion, which I don't really look for too much in horror movies, but this one does center around emotion a lot. If they had another better actor to do that, I think this would have been better than what IMDb is giving it a 6 out of 10. I think that just would have made the movie stand out compared to other horror movies. But other than that, it's a really good time. Other than all the great and bad things, if you haven't seen it, I think you definitely need to watch it. Fuck, it's really worth it when it's only an hour and a half, and it just goes by super fast. Like, the pacing is really well done. I was invested the whole time. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe watch it again in a couple years. There is some good kills, makeup, set design, really, really solid stuff. And I just like the vibe of the movie. It's really, really unsettling and creepy and just not even demonic. I don't know, it's just something about ventriloquist dummies that creep me the fuck out. And I'm 26 years old. Maybe because I was creeped out by Slappy, I still am to this day. I don't know. I don't know if that gave me some sort of PTSD with dummies. But overall, 7 out of 10. If you haven't watched it, definitely go check it out. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.